regions and servers.
Okay, now let's make some hands. They become a handy. Now I don't want to save it. Let's import. Let's go to hands folder. Here, 300. Yes. Now we're gonna do the same progress as we do. Hop. There is 2. Let's start with the edible mesh polygon. Auto smooth. Skin 3. Hand. Auto smooth. Skin 3. Alright, now we made this. Let's save it this. Hands. Make to 300. Okay. Now we're gonna do a material trick. You remember. Let's select this. Alt once. Oh, is this a silver render? Yes. You can see the uppercase, no, and the uppercase, and without the material pet. Now we need to run the script. Yes, here. But we need to change the material pet this time. Hands, Hatsune Miku, yes. Let's run this. And our material names is change again, you can see. Let's save this. Okay, now let's export this. Okay, let's go to here, add a mesh. Let's select hands. Let's compile it. Of course we're gonna miss some materials on this one. So shall we continue our journey with the materials? First things, we need to go to the materials to copy. Let's go. Yes, we got this. To our folder. Now we are ready to mix some materials. Okay, let's go new. Let's get the name. First material. Alright, we get this. Yes, character. But this time we're not gonna save that hands, because we entered the hands path. Now let's save it. Alright, so let's check it if it's apply. Oh, not that one. This is Sakura Miku one. Oh, that's so wrong one. Yes, something is coming. Alright, let's give it material. Okay. Also, let's enable the skin for this, because this is a skin. Fuse name, but the folder is wrong. Okay, let's select that. Okay, we don't need some other things for this, so let's go to the other one. Okay, this one. Instance. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, okay, we can see without texture it looks like a textured on the Miku, interestingly. Let's give it a texture of it, shall we? Nails. Let's give it its normal map. So let's check this texture a little bit close. S. Okay, is there anything? I wonder is that alpha map? What if also I use this as an ambition lens? It's a bit dark. Nah, this one is much more better. Okay. Alright. We did a good job on this one so far. I know she doesn't have got a head, but we're gonna continue before the head some things. So we don't have got things left with the material editor, so we can close this. So let's close some things on here too. Yes. Okay. Alright. So let's continue. Oh, the performance is back after closing them. So what should we do next? We can do some bicycle modeling. I will show the basics of it. Let me see. Tools. Yeah. Bicycle box. Cool shape box. You can use a cool shape box, but we don't gonna do PhysicsShape box. Yes, this one. So it's want me to choose a bone. What can we choose? Okay, we can choose this, but I don't remember which bone I choose for this. Need the Hatsune Miku for this. Let's get some idea for that. Let's see what we used on the Hatsune Miku. Bicycle shape list. Oh, I don't think I used the game one. That's why. But Kaylee Hara ATS is the main one of her. So let's try this again. State it. Box. Let's select the bone. Yes, this one. It asks us a surface property, and it creates a bone. Box, sorry. This is a bicycle box. It works like the source one. Collision system. You creating the collision model. You creating the box, if you remember. Also, you can use your S1 boxes still with the collision PhysicsHullFile, like I did. You can see you can see I'm using a SMD still for that. You can use the both method. You can import your boxes from the source one, or you can use the same technique to create a new box for your model if you don't like the new system of source 2. Or you can manually shape these boxes as a like this. For example, like this. The both methods is same, but one using from the modeldoc insights, it's creating its own boxes for the bicycle model, for the collision to the world. You can use the same thing with this, but I'm going with this. You can also copy press between the model docs. So let's delete this. I'm going instead of going with this. I cannot see. Wait, isn't this? These are the same things? What? I can't see. Compile the asset again because the rig is same, but I just wondered why it's not working. Okay. Oh yeah, it's working. Let me explain why this happened. Why it's collapsed like that. Because we didn't set some settings. It's not working like this. I mean, if you don't want to end up with this mess, I'm gonna show you some more steps. But it's fun to play with this BS. Oh my god. But I wonder why this model doc won't show my things. Let me recompile fully. Full recompile. I want to see them. Okay, it won't want me to show it. Okay, let's pass this. I'm gonna show it on the Sakura Miku. Because I don't want you to pass the without understanding in here. If you want to add this boxes from you made from the your 3D software. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how it's made. It's the same method with the S1 engine. I'm source 1 using a method still acceptable in the source 2, but you cannot export the whole body directly. You need to separate it one by one exporting. You can see it's in here, same model, you're rigging the one bone. Let me show it. For example, head bone. Every model I've got a one bone, each bone. So you're making a simplistic, very cheap model of your character or the prop. It's the same with the source one collision. You can check the tutorial in the Valve dev. It's on the some valvedevelopersoftware.com. Yes, you can check there for more information, but I will simply summarize it. I mean, this is 3D SMAX, but in Blender you can have this too. You're creating a same method with the model doc. You're creating a box and giving it some random texture, and after that rigging it with the bones of it, then one by one exporting it. So final result like this. The bone names like this. Then you importing this, and you will select the parent bone for each one. Select the surface property. I select the player because we are making a player. You can select lots of things in here, even balloon. I think when you fire it, it explodes or something. I didn't try it anything. Audio blocker. Even I don't know, have got any idea of that. Also, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that one either. Also, you can select the algorithm. I select the quadratic error metric. It's a default method. Import method is for hull per element. I selected. But you can select whatever you want. After then you imported everything. It looks like this. And it's after your all configuration, it's gonna be happen like this. But before that, you need some configurations. You need to glue them. Let me show it. Okay. Before that, I need to remember what the hell is that. Oh, okay. PhysicsConical joints. You can see it's connecting the bones to bones. Let me create some one of it in here. It's gonna be hard because when I cannot see the holes in here, it's gonna be hard. Let me open this model. Maybe it's fixed. Let's open this. Sometimes modeldoc can go crazy. Ah yes, now we can see. Sometimes modeldoc can be bugged like this. Okay, so you can see the same thing. So let me demonstrate it. Without any rules, something like this happened. You can see. Yeah, that's something interesting effect. So we don't want that effect. So we're gonna create some glue effect with the conical joint. Where is that? Ah yes, PhysicsConical joint. Let's press that. So it asks us a parent body and child body. So for example, if you check your models, we made some boxes. You can use either capsule or boxes. Let me show it that too. Bicycle. There is a PhysicsConical shape box or conical or the shaper. You can use the three of them, or you can use PhysicsHullFiles with this PhysicsHullFiles like I imported. If you choose the PhysicsHullFile, it will ask you the SMD or DMX file like I did. So I'm not gonna press it again. Yes, I'm gonna delete that. I don't want that. So when we back to the attaching things, for example, we need to attach this together. For this case, this is our parent, this is our child body. So I suggest also to rename this. So you can use the parent body. You can select this because it's the name of it. So we're gonna select the child body. And yes, now we're gonna compile it. So it will show us something. If we enable the swing and enable the collision, of course, we need a collision too. Enable the twist limit. So we got a limits. So limits are for the, let me show it. I forget my limits. For example, where that, what did I use? Okay, for example, I didn't use a friction. Friction makes up some friction of it. You can use it if you want. For twisting limit, okay, let's go with that. For swing limit, you see there's a conical shapes appear when I set it this swing limit. Let's continue to give our limits. Let me see. And there is a one more thing appear if you see. Now we need to move this between the two of them. Select the moving tools. Now we have got arrows, and now we need to move it a bit upper. Also, you need to pause this to position where the limits affect this. So you can use manually angle. No, not this one. Sorry, not edit that one. This one. Let's say I'm gonna need a 90 degree. You can see it's change. For this side 90 degree. Or 180. Wait, what? Okay. Are you kidding? Okay, I'm gonna find it. Okay, now that's good. We made it. Now we're gonna compile it. Now let's try this. You can see now it's not doing that effect. The limits are limiting the pose of the ragdoll. You can see. Lovely. So this is our main. You can see. Now let's continue to make one more. I'm going to show you one more example, then I will make a summary from my already did it. So let's make some more. So we made this. So why don't we continue with this? You can see we need to connect this too. So let's add, because we made it already type it the PhysicsConical, so we can use this menu and add the same thing with more easy. Now we're gonna copy KL Moon. This is my parent body right now, and the other one needs to be this. I'm gonna type this. You can see we have got the two shapes. Now I'm gonna enable this again. So let me see what did I use that limit on this thing. Interesting, I could not find that. Okay. Okay, also I need to fix this. Okay. That's a bit wrong. You know what? I'm gonna fix it right now. Let's give it the x 9 minus. No. Let's give it a 800. 9 minus. No. Okay, now that's correct. Okay. Now we're gonna make some limits on this one. So what we do use 16 for swing link. Right. 15. Yes. 16 for this. Now our things reappear again. Now let's select the move tools and let's move it. This time I need to move it a little bit here. Also you can copy angles directly with this and paste it. Now we check. Lovely. Now let's compile this. Now we're gonna no, let's go with this. You can see our things is also connected now. It's not moving from the connection. So I already did this, so I'm gonna delete. Before I delete this, I'm gonna copy my already made limits of it, and I will explain in here. So let's. By the way, if you want to make a prefab, you just pressing this, it will move to the prefab, and it will make the groups under the prefab. It's like a QCE file from the source one. So we give this, so let's compile it. Just a little bit wait. So you can see the conical. You need to move to each bone. You can also use the bone showing filter in here to see exactly where the bone position is, like this. I suggest don't miss the bone position, like this. Okay, let's close that and let's test the bicycle body. Oh, this is why you testing before it. I forget the link the Miku fits. I need to fix that. Okay, just give me one moment. I will need to do some rigging job in the 3ds Max because it's using some difference. So let's see. Yeah, that one is that. Don't save it. Don't wanna save it. Okay, now I need to find the bone of what it's causing. Okay, because that mistake is this bone needs to rig it to this bone. Let's fix it. Let's select and rig. Let's give it a bone name. Now let's rig it that. And link to this. And let's save it. Let's save the link button. Let's export. Let's replace it with the same 22. Now modeldoc wants me to compile it again. Let's a little bit wait. Now let's try this again. Perfect. Now we made some physical body. You can see the limits, what it's posing. That looks scary without it. Yeah, that looks so scary. Okay, let's stop messing with around. Also, let's see a next configuration. Bicycle body markup. These are the extra settings for your ragdoll, of course. If you want to overwrite your mass, because it auto calculate from your giving your full file. Let's see. It's 0.16 kilogram, for example, or 0. Wait, what? For example, her leg calculated 0.58 kilogram. Sorry, a little bit lightweight, right? So if you want to replace them by name, you need to create bicycle body markup. So press add body markup, and it will auto ask you the your collision pi holes names. You can select, you can see the same. Let's start with the Kelihara etc. So it's target body and mass override. You can see the internal and the line dumping. I use from my source one limits from this the same. You can fill the blanks with this. If you don't know what you are doing, you can check the Valve developer wiki. You can get this limits for that, but my generally using like this. You can manually if you want to make some parts heavy, you can use the mass override this command, and you can use for the if you don't like your simulation default, you can change the limits also too. I tried, but I don't remember right now what I did in my past. I think I copy paste my source one code to here. Okay, now let's go. Let's paste this prefab. Also, if you want to make a prefab, you can just press this and give it a file name like this or like that. I'm not gonna make some prefab right now. Select that. Okay, let's compile this again. Now it needs to be change of the simulation of her. Yay. I can lift her. Also, you need to add some animations to use the bicycle model like this. Okay, I gotta having a bit fun with this. Nice. So we made bicycle body so far. We made some materials. I mean, we made all the materials for her. They look lovely. We made bicycle hull materials. Bicycle hull files or bicycle box. So we can also we made some material groups, so we can change her materials from here. So we don't give it a name. You can give the your mesh files a names. So why you need to give the names for your mesh files, because in the next part we move to the body grouping. So give the names to that meshes. You will regret it if you don't. So for meshing, I mean body grouping. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna make some body grouping. Before that, we need to make it a part of this model, of course. Let's cut through the Miku. Okay, let's see. If it's not froze, I'm gonna make some, but let's disable tie. Let's disable slave lights. Also, let's disable this so I don't want to see bones. But if let's disable only this one. Shorts. Okay, that's not. Alright. This does this. Okay, let's disable that. Also that disable that. Okay, so far so good. Let's give it a save to main, because I'm gonna make it more deeper with the elements. So let's see. Okay, let's go with the slave. No, not slave. Let's go with the outer. Let's go press the elements. So I'm gonna disable some things on here. Okay, let's make it the minimize. So I want to see more better. Okay, I want only this one to go. Also, let's remove this one too. Okay, I think that's enough for that. I'm gonna press. Where was that? Ah, yes, this one. I'm gonna hide them. But be sure not select the without. I mean, don't delete the other parts. I just want to delete this and this. Okay, let's hide this. Oops. Okay, let's press the skin again for not mess with the bone rig. So what can we do next? Alright. Wait. Did I disable them? Okay, now I'm disabled. Don't. Okay, now let's disable the belt. I'm gonna just select the belt. I'm gonna hide the belt. Okay, that's the belt selected. Okay, we good to go, safe to go. Okay. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna disable anything on there. Okay, that looks fine to be main. Okay, let's save this. Let's export this as our main. Alright, we export this as a main. So I'm gonna delete this. Instead of that, I'm gonna add main. Now when I compile it, just the main things gonna appear. Oh, I forget something? No, it's fine. You can see we're missing some parts of her now. Fantastic. I can still see that. Interesting. Okay, did I forget that? Where is that? Okay, now we're gonna continue. Let's save it again for make sure. Let's press height and let's press show. Okay, now I'm gonna make some edits on this one too. Right, let's see element. I want to get rid of this part only. Okay, I'm gonna select hide again. So select element again. Okay. I'm gonna select export. This time I'm gonna create a type folder. I'm gonna name this Thai main. Okay, export. So okay, I'm not gonna return to the model doc. I'm gonna finish this first to the categorize. Okay, I want to see. I want to select the other. So okay, height. What did I name on that one? Okay, tie up suit. Export it. All right. So okay. 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 No. I also checking my other screen. Okay. Why I can't see them? Ah, that's why. Is that right? Yes. Now let's select and export that. Export. Okay, I'm not gonna cut this time. Oh yeah. Okay, let's select on height. Let's call this a belt. Okay, we gotta need some things. Okay, let's export. Out. Okay, we did it. Everything. Now let's add all meshes together. Or let's start with this. Okay, now let's give their names. Now we're gonna compile again. Yay, everything is back. Let's see, is anything odd going on? Oh no, I made it with the wrong rig. That's what happened. Ouch. Wait. I think this could be fixed. Also, I need to fix the re-export the idle animation. I remember that right now because we changed the rig of it. Now let's compile it again. Oh. Okay. Why it's happened if you ask? We will link it. If you remember, I didn't change anything. I just moved this main to this because this have got another rig. I didn't rig that. Let's move to that, to there, the last. The first one giving the rig the everything. If the first one messed up, GG. So be careful that. The first one control all of this. But we're not done yet. When it's compiled, we're gonna create some model groups. Body groups, sorry. Okay, now it's compiled. Body group. Okay, new body group, because we don't have beta alpha L. Now we need to choose a mesh. You cannot same name with this. Basically, this create a body group. You just select, give it a name, and then after you give it a name, and you select the mesh in here. This is the mesh list. You remember, we rename them together. So let's continue. We can duplicate this because the name's so same. And we're gonna select the law. Also, we can do this faster with this method. Let me show it. Do you remember what I talking about the notepad++? We're gonna use that. Okay, it's compiled and Miku fault. Also, what if you don't code your body group with this? You can see there is a visible always error. It's because we don't code it yet, all of it. This is why the yellow, and you got 19 warnings for that. Nice. So let's gonna search this name. Okay, I find it. You can see the body group chooses. So let's give it a... Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this part. And I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna replace it. Oops, not that one. For next part, I'm just gonna copy paste the names in selection. See? Duplicate. Replace. But not in there. Because it's not selecting there. Okay. Now let's do this again. I again made that mistake. And we're done. Let's save it. Yes. Now let's compile. If I didn't broke something, it will compile normally. Okay. Okay. Now body groups are done. Alright. Everything looks quite good. Or let's not go with this. Okay, now it's compiled. Next part, we're gonna need some hair. I'm gonna make some hair on her.